with thick layer of patterns, then the yoga you need to do is listening to the great truths from the master and internalizing it and expressing it. When you listen to the greater truths, higher truths, internalize and share it with others, you become truth grinding machine. Truth grinding machine not only grinds the truth, grinds and destroys all the patterns. I tell you, every moment I sat with Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, the great yogi, every moment I can see very clearly he was a truth grinding machine. He was grinding all the great spiritual truths in his system. Every word he uttered was the Guru Prasada, the gift from the great yogi, and every word I received from him, every Guru Prasada I received from him has removed my own sufferings, my own delusion, my own illusion. I tell you, Ram Surat Kumar is the right example of how a truth grinder behaves. See, I had the proximity of many great sadhus, babas, yogis, incarnations. But for this example, I can remember only Yogi Ram Surat Kumar. Because every time I had the possibility of being at his feet, he will be grinding some great truth in himself. And put glimpse of the truth in me. I have seen anything he said directly went and became part of me. Please understand. Unfortunately, I had a love-hate relationship with Raghupati Yogi, Yogananda Puri, because he used to bend my body, torture my body. Otherwise, he was a great loving being. But he had to stick his neck out to train my body. It was such a heavy training. I used to have a love and hate relationship. Love-hate relationship with Raghupati Yogi. Few days, I don't know, I may not want to see him. I'll just run away. I'll escape from him. Few days, I'll feel overflowing love for him and run and sit on his lap. I was more like a grandson for him, apart from the disciple. But fortunately, with Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, there was never a physical process I need to go through with him. By the time I went to Ram Surat Kumar, my body was already prepared by Raghupati Yogi. So Ram Surat Kumar had a simple job of putting like a Zen cones into my system. That is why people like Zen masters, but not that much the yogis. I know, even in the West, people like Zen masters more, but not Hindu yogis that much, because yogis make you do things, ask you do it. But with Zen tradition, nothing to be done. Just be. But I tell you, unless you finish the yoga part, Zen will not make direct sense to you. It was because of Yogi Yogananda Puri, I was able to receive Yogi Ram Surat Kumar directly. Every word he uttered simply made realization into me. I neither had contemplation nor had Darka Vidarka or Kudarka with Ram Sarat Kumar. Anything he says, done, over, that's all. Any word he utters, just realization in me, that's all. When he puts one single word into me, I can see thousands of patterns getting completely bombarded. He will finish off thousands of patterns in one word. I have seen. A great yogi, truth grinder, pattern breaker. Of course, without Raghupati Yogi's support and help and training, I would have never been able to grasp Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar's words or his actions. I tell you, receiving the greatest truths and bombarding the thick layers of patterns you built is exploring your mental possibilities. I tell you, if you add the truth and break the pattern, your very ego pattern will become self-confidence pattern. Your very fear will become precautious pattern. Fear pattern will become precautionousness. Ego pattern will become self-confidence. Arrogance will become unique expression of yourself. Your own patterns will destroy its existence and transform itself into knowledge, freedom. Please understand, only the one who perceives discriminative knowledge and intense action as one really perceives. For the state achieved through discriminative knowledge or through intense action is one and the same. Yat sankhyahi prapyate sthanam tatyogaihi abhigamyate ekam sankhyancha yogancha yappashyati sapashyati. Exploring and discovering the possibilities for human consciousness. I tell you, once I sat with disciples and started training them, then comes even to me the higher knowledge about the higher training possibilities. I never ever imagined just by uttering simple sound and saying few words, I'll be able to put dozens of disciples into a state where they don't need food or water for weeks together. I felt maybe the connection they have with me, based on that, I'll be able to help them to be without food or water, but in high energy for one day. When I explored the possibility, I discovered without losing weight, without losing energy, even diabetic patients were able to live without food or water for weeks together at a time. Hunger free, thirst free, nirahara. tell you. I always know I can live without food or water for weeks together because I explored and discovered that possibility in the young age in my own body. But I never ever felt I'll be able to transmit that possibility into others in such a simple way, in such a casual way, in such a beautiful way, without any effort from the side of the disciples, just by participation. Now I think we are relaxed and society is allowing us to settle down with our space. Thanks to Karnataka government for removing all the seals and handing over our Bidadi ashram back to us completely. Yesterday, the Bidadi ashram has been handed over to us back completely. So from tomorrow, within next few days, I'll initiate all the 500 people who completed the Prana Samyama into Nirahara Samyama. First, I'll initiate 48 hours. Then we will give a break. You guys will eat. Then I'll initiate into 7 days. Then you guys will give a break. You will start eating. Then we will get into 21 days. I feel in the 500, at least 400 will be able to complete all the 3 levels of Samyama, Nirahara Samyama, very successfully. But I want all of you to understand, this Nirahara Samyama is not aiming at saving the food or food expense. It is aiming at breaking even the basic patterns with which your body and mind is bound. Food is always associated with love. Food is always associated with body. Food is always associated with your emotions. That is why whenever you want to share your love or emotions, you share food. Whether you share your happy emotions or sadness, you share food. In India, even in death houses, there will be feast. So food is very closely associated, not just with your body, with your mind and emotions. So making you Nirahara, break free from the food pattern, releases you from millions of patterns. We will explore that possibilities by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Now we feel we are settled. There is no this kind of threats. So we can explore the different possibilities. And I would like to share this Nirahara Samyama, make people experience many of the higher consciousness, powers and higher consciousness experiences. Of course, the side effect of the Nirahara Samyama, maybe you will lose weight and you will become healthy, but that alone is not the purpose. All right, now please sit for at least 10 minutes so that I will prepare your body and mind for this Nirahara Samyama. From tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will start the Samyama. But I also wanted all of you to know, whoever is doing the Nirahara Samyama should come on two-way from the day I start, day after tomorrow onwards. I need to see all of you. You need to see me, I need to see you. Only then the initiation of the Samyama is possible. And every day during the Samyama, at least once, means during the satsang, whether in the morning satsang or in the evening satsang. At least one satsang. You have to see me and I have to see you. Means in two-way video conferencing. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will start the Samyama. I tell you, this will be the world's largest effort of larger number of human beings trying to be without food, without any war situation. So sometime in the war-like situations, people would have tried this kind of things like being without food and all, but playfully, not with any war-like situation. So please sit straight, close your eyes. I bless you all for sitting with us around the world at this moment. 1,114 places through Nithyananda TV, 17 places two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha in 274 cities in 24 countries around the world. Your minutes of meditation. To enter into minuteforpeace.org, website is 90 minutes. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share, explode into eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Jeevan.
On this day, in the year 2013, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the morning presidential address, Nithyan Satsang, declared that our first priority in life should be to complete all incompletions. Decision should not be made, or nor should we start anything new without being in completion. All planning should come from a space of completion. Otherwise, the decisions we make will come from our patterns, not us. We can achieve everything with the power of completion, as it eliminates all powerless moments in our lives. Completion is God. Complete, complete, complete. Only when we are complete can we experience life and teach the power of the four tattvas.
Nithyanandeshwara Samarambam, Nithyanandeshwari Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Parayantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों को मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूं। I welcome all the devotees, television viewers, Samajis, Satsangis for the Nitya Satsang. Before entering into the Satsang, I have to express my strong condolences and heartfelt prayers to all the devotees, Hindu pilgrims who have passed away in Kedarnath in the flood situation. Something like 65,000 people are stranded, and only 10,000 are rescued so far. Around 5,000 are missing. So death toll may go up in thousands. 200 government and private lodges are covered almost in few hours by the flash flood and the cloud burst. Kedarnath temple, other than Garbha Mandir, nothing is left. Even the Garbha Mandir is submerged into slush. And the nature's fury is completely washed away. Adi Shankaracharya's Samadhi. Adi Shankara's Samadhi is not even there now. And express my deep prayers and strong condolences to all the people passed away. I pray to Mahadeva, Kedarnatha, to liberate all the souls who left the body in your vicinity, and we have also sent immediately our sannyasis. Turiyananda is already started working with other Hindu organizations which are working on giving relief works. But still we are not able to reach the place because there is no access. All the access is completely damaged, and all the temple staff and Sri Mahants, Naga Sadhus who were protecting the temple, taking care of all the jewels, gold, silver, all of them are missing. Not single one. Of course, there is very less chance any one of them can be alive because the whole thing is submerged. At least 20 feet height, the slush has covered, and the temple actually belongs to our Pita, Mahanirvani Pita, and the Shankaracharya Samadhi belongs to Mahanirvani Pita. It's unfortunate. Just like last time when Amarnath devotees faced difficulties, Dhyanapedam pitched in and did relief work. Surely we will be doing relief work now, this time also. We'll be sending group of volunteers and lot of money, food, medicine, clothes, everything. Already I sent 2 of our sannyasis to study and immediately inform us so that whatever is required is sent. If you are experienced in working in these terrains and interested in volunteering there, you can send an email to our end sharing. Dhyanapedam will take the responsibility and send you as our team. But one thing, if you are not experienced, don't try to go out of enthusiasm, then somebody has to do relief work for you. Somebody has to attend to you. So only if you are trained to live in those terrains and help people, I request, send an email to n.sharing@nithyananda.org. It's the worst tragedy Kedarnath temple faces. It is one of the Jyotirlingas. Not only the temple belong to our Sampradaya, one of the Jyotirlingas, and from the time of Mahabharata, this temple is well known. It's re-established by Adi Shankara, and Adi Shankara left the body there. Adi Shankara's Samadhi is there. I sincerely pray to Kedarishwara to liberate all the souls who left the body. मैं पहले मेरा हार्दिक शोक और प्रार्थना व्यक्त करना चाहता हूँ केदारनाथ के यात्रियों के प्रति जो अचानक आई हुई बट के कारण हुआ। मैं केदारनाथ से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि सभी आत्माओं को शांति दे और मुक्ति प्रदान करे जिन्होंने इस दुर्घटना में अपनी जान को दी। मैंने हमारी सन्यासियों को बीजा स्थिति को समझने के और लोगों को बचाने और सेवा करने के लिए I'll enter into today's program, Nitya Satsang. I'll speak on karma and completions. I'll continue on karma and completions. ध्यान से सुनिए. Listen. As I defined yesterday, the incompletions you continue to carry is karma. Incompletions you continue to carry is karma. Listen. Every disease, I tell you, if you continuously complete, many psychosomatic diseases will not even start in your system, can be completely avoided, like diabetes, blood pressure. Many of these psychosomatic disorders won't even start. The incompletions incompletions you carry in your system is powerful enough not only to create disorders in the body, it can create disorders, permanent disorders in the mind. जो अपूर्णता आप अपने भीतर रखते हैं वही कर्म है। यदि आप हर क्षण पूर्णता में रहते हैं, कई मनोवैज्ञानिक बीमारियां आप में आरंभ ही नहीं हो पाएंगी। Understand? Karma is not just the effect of incompletion. Karma can be cause for more and more incompletions. Listen. Karma cannot be just the effect of some earlier incompletions. Karma can be the source for new incompletions. Once the incompletions start, either you have to be moving towards completion or more and more incompletion. You can't just keep quiet. As I said, life is a verb, not noun. Life is happening. Either you move towards more completion or go on be creating more and more incompletions. Understand? पूर्णता बहुत शक्तिशाली है, ना ही वो शरीर में बीमारी पैदा कर सकते हैं, आप में स्थायी मनोवैज्ञानिक बीमारी भी पैदा कर सकते हैं। कर्म केवल पिछले अपूर्णताओं का असर नहीं है, बल्कि नई अपूर्णताओं को उत्पन्न कर सकते हैं। अपूर्णता से आप या तो अपूर्णता की ओर जा सकते हैं या अपूर्णता की ओर। अपूर्णता से आप या तो पूर्णता की ओर जा सकते हैं या अपूर्णता की ओर। It is unfortunate human beings do not understand what karma can cause in you. Don't allow debt, enmity, fire, incompletions, even little bit left out. Even if little bit of fire is left out, it can grow and engulf. Even if little bit of debt is left out, it can grow and swallow all your wealth. Even little bit of enmity is left, it can grow and destroy your life. Even little bit of incompletions are left, it can grow and completely destroy you mentally. Understand, incompletions left in any form leads to more and more incompletions and difficulty. I request all the disciples, devotees, to complete incompletions should become the first priority in the life. Completing the incompletions should be the first priority in your life. Completing the incompletions should be the first priority in your life. That should be the first thing in your life. Sometimes it is so unfortunate. We don't do first things first. We think we will find our job, we'll find our spouse, we'll find our house, then we will start incompletion. No. Then we think we will start completing our incompletions. No. When you are in incompletion, you will attract wife who is in incompletion. When you are in incompletion, you will attract the house which is in incompletion. When you are in incompletion, you will attract the job in which you will not be stable. First thing you need to do is clear your inner space. Space corruption is the worst thing in the life. Space corruption is the worst thing that can happen in your life. With the corrupt space, nothing can be done. Whether you want to start building your new house, want to start a new career, want to start a new job, want to start a new life, want to start a new business, new career, anything you want to start new, I tell you, first do completion. Don't rush in making decisions. Before completion, any decision you make will be of your patterns, not of yours. Will be of your patterns, not of yours. बड़े दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि मनुष्य समझ नहीं पाता कि कर्म आप में क्या असर करते हैं। अग्नि, ऋण, शत्रुत्व, ये सभी थोड़ी मात्रा में भी आपको छोड़नी नहीं चाहिए। ये आप जानने से पहले ही आपको मृत्यु की ओर ले जा सकते हैं। उस तरह अपूर्णता भी थोड़ी मात्रा में भी शेष नहीं रही चाहिए। अपूर्णता आपको सीधे आपको मृत्यु की ओर ले जाएगा। अपूर्णत्व आपके जीवन के पहली परमात्मिकता होनी चाहिए। पूर्णत्व आपके जीवन की पहली परमात्मिकता होनी चाहिए। Understand? Anything with which you plan your life should be in completion. Are you using your cognition for your life? Complete the cognition. Cognition should be in completion. Are you using your mind? It should be in completion. Are you using your words? It should be in completion. Everything you use, to plan for your life should be in completion. When you are not in completion, even listening to these fiery spiritual truths, you sleep. Sometimes people ask, how do I know whether my cognition, mind, and whatever I use to plan my life is in completion or not? Yes, you will see very clearly. If powerless moments are again and again repeated in your life, you are in incompletion. If there is no powerless moments in your life throughout the day, you are in completion. That's all. पहले आपके अंतर आकाश की शुद्धि कीजिए। अशुद्ध अंतर आकाश के साथ कुछ भी संभव नहीं है। जीवन में निर्णय लेने में जल्दी ना कीजिए, पहले पूर्णत्व कीजिए, नहीं तो आपके निर्णय आपके नहीं होंगे, आपके अपूर्णता के निर्णय होंगे। जीवन में आप जिसका भी उपयोग करते हैं, आपका शरीर, आपका मन, आपका शब्द, सभी पूर्णत्व की स्थिति से ही आनी चाहिए। Only one person living in completion can be inspiration for millions of people. Whoever sees him, will at least know this is possibility. one man started swimming in the water is the reason for millions of ships now floating in the ocean. When one man demonstrated swimming is possible, all other human beings had the courage. When they had the courage, they can float. Then the field of floating means today millions of ships floating has happened because one man decided to swim on the water. I tell you, today all the spiritual knowledge is available just because one man has decided to defy the power of root pattern on human mind. Because the one man has decided to live in completion. Today, all the signs of completion, signs of enlightenment exists. Go on, go on, go on completing. Don't leave any being with whom you have incompletion. Reach out to everyone and complete with everyone. Because even little incompletions left can twist and pervert the way you think about you and others, the way you think about you and the world. So first thing need to be done is completion in your life before anything you start. Anything you start, you need completion. Before beginning a career, complete with everything. Before beginning building a house, complete with everything. Before beginning learning, complete with everything. Before beginning new lifestyle, complete with everything. Before beginning a spiritual practice, complete with everything. Before beginning a religious ritual, complete with everything. Beginning anything, complete with everything. यदि शक्तिहीनता के क्षण बार बार आपके जीवन में आ रहे हैं, आप अपूर्णता में जी रहे हैं, केवल एक व्यक्ति जो पूर्णता में जी रहा है वो करोड़ों लोगों की प्रेरणा हो सकता है। जब एक व्यक्ति ने तैरना आरंभ किया, वही सभी तैराक सभी नावों का कारण है। जब एक व्यक्ति ने मूल विचारधारा का सामना कर जीवन मुक्ति पाई, उसने जीवन मुक्ति की जीवित गंगा को जन्म दिया। Knowledge about completion is the basic survival need for every human being. If you are cornered, complete. If you are confronted, complete. If you are in conflict, complete. If you are feeling powerless, complete. Every situation, first do completion. Completion is Ganesha Puja. In Hindu tradition, what we call Ganesh Puja is nothing but completion. Start everything after completion. Before beginning anything, do completion. That is why even before beginning sannyas, I tell people, take little time for completion. During completion, don't take any decision of going out of sannyas or living in sannyas. First do completion, then decide. Completion. Completion is life. When you complete, you will be in the right space to do puja, meditation, tapas, yajna, dana, everything. Everything is possible when you do completion. Everything is possible when you do completion. Understand? You do not know the power of completion. Power of completion is nothing but power of God. Whatever power of God can do, everything can be achieved just by completion. किसी भी कार्य का आरंभ करने के पहले सभी के साथ पूर्णत्व कीजिए. किसी अभ्यास के पहले, धार्मिक कार्य के पहले, व्यवसाय के पहले, हर कार्य के पहले पूर्णत्व कीजिए. यदि आप संघर्ष का अनुभव कर रहे हैं, पूर्णत्व कीजिए. यदि आप शक्तिहीनता का अनुभव कर रहे हैं, पूर्णत्व कीजिए. पूर्णत्व ही गणेश पूजा है. Before you begin the life, all Gurukul kids, listen, at least 1 year you should spend your life aiming, concentrating on completion. Because you guys will have less incompletions now. Spend next 1 year along with your education. Every day spend little time on completing with people. Whoever you met in your life with whom you carry incompletions, complete, complete, complete. Completion eliminates all the powerless moments of life. Every powerless moment in your life is eliminated by completion. When you are in completion, even Lord of Death cannot kill you, because Shiva will be there to protect you, like how Markandeya is protected. when you are in completion, everything supports you in the life. Everything supports you. Everything in the nature supports you. Law of life supports you. Everything. Fulfills your inner space. जीवन आरंभ करने के पहले क्या कम से कम 1 वर्ष पूर्णत्व कीजिए। पूर्णत्व आपके जीवन की सभी शक्तिहीन क्षणों का विनाश करता है। जब आप पूर्णत्व में हैं, यमा भी आपको कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि भगवान आपकी रक्षा कर रहे हैं। पूर्णत्व की स्थिति में प्रकृति आपके साथ होगी, जीवन आपके साथ होगा। The essence of today's satsang: completion, completion, completion. Only when you complete, you will be able to practice the 4 principles of integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. Only when you are complete, you will be able to fulfill in your life. Only when you are complete, you will be fulfilled. You will be experiencing the power of these 4 tattvas. Only when you are complete, you will have everything auspicious in your life. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share, and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar of Mysore.
On this day in the year 2012, in the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessed devotees and disciples in southern India, touring the states and making house visits, blessing and cleansing each and every household. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains how we create incompletion, how we find them, how we can complete them. Incompletions are basically suppressed emotions and repeating thought patterns. He talks about the crucial differences between remembering and relieving when applying the science of completion. It is not forgiving, but forgetting. Even the most painful, incomplete emotional knots and incidents from your past will melt down with this technique. In the year 2016, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism landed in the Varanasi airport for conducting the 21-day Inner Awakening program. At the Varanasi airport, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was greeted by a small group of devotees and disciples. In the year 2015, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the morning's presidential address, expanded on a few fundamental truths on the ability to cognize higher powerful cognitions. The multi-dimensions of the universe, your brain is actually constructed, capable of grasping, cognizing, and functioning. Understand the world functioning in the multi-dimensions of the cosmos. Here we have glimpses of the Nithyananda Sangha through the Nithyananda 2018. In the year 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that Hinduism is the body is never first person. For all practicing Hindus, the body is second person. For all yogis, the body is third person, and for all incarnations, the body is fourth person. He explains that incarnations use all bodies simultaneously and spontaneously through free will. He shared that ego is the internal corroborative mechanism or chitta, which fundamentally uses the delusion as liberation material for its smooth functioning. In the year 2020, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanded on saying that the Vedagamas, the foundation of the New World Order, is especially important during the upcoming solar eclipse during that year. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also shared that astronomically, all grahas are locked between Rahu and Ketu. This means that from now till December 14th, there will be many deaths caused by heart and lung failure due to coronavirus. He advised all delegates on three things they would need to do to prepare themselves. Then the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated all into the Surya Grahanam, the solar eclipse special initiation. With this, we now are going to talk a little bit about the Paramashivoham Level 3 program, which is happening for the second time this year after 3 years. This is one of the most awaited programs with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which is happening from July 13th to August 3rd. Paramashivoham is an immersive 21-day awakening event to teach you the science of manifesting the ultimate consciousness in you. This Paramashivoham manifests the deeper experiences of 25 states of consciousness, vertical time zones, and power manifestation. To learn more about the program or to register yourself for the Paramashivam program, you can visit the link kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. And so now with this, we come to the end of the segment, and it is now time to prepare ourselves to receive the darshan and to have the Nithyananda Satsang with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Please sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your Ananda Gandha. Visualize the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism residing in your Ananda Gandha as Paramashiva with the 25 heads and 15 hands. Now, start chanting the Mahavakya mantra, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and allow the mantra to reverberate throughout your entire being. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
I welcome you all with my love and respects. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Completion. Purnatva is the decision you make with super determinism. Everything is complete in pre-time space, past continuing into the present, evolving as future, and future merging back into the timeless zone. Listen to this whole circle. Meditate on this. Time
before the time started. Space which existed before even the time started. First. Then, second, past. Whatever you think as past. Third, past merging into present. Fourth, the present. Fifth, the present merging into the future or evolving as future. Next, the future. And the next, the time, the space which is going to be beyond the future, after the future. So understand this whole circle. I'll repeat now. Space before the past, past, past merging into the present, present, present evolving as future, future, time, space which is going to exist post future. Listen deeply, this whole circle, this whole thing. Purnamata, Purnamitam, Purnat, Purnamutachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyate. In this whole 7, let me repeat. The space before the past and the past itself. Past falling into the present. Present itself. Present evolving as future. Future itself. And the space which is going to be after the future. In all these 7, completion, even when it is taken out of completion, exists as completion, because only completion can come out of completion, can be established in completion. Nothing other than completion can be established in completion or can come out of completion. Other than completion, nothing else exists. Purnamata, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamutachyate, Purnasya, Purnamataya, Purnamevava Sishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Listen. All my disciples, be assured, the words I am using are not just ordinary words with any language. It is hardwired, empowered with my enlightenment. That is why it will directly enter into your being and manifest enlightenment. Be very clear. These initiations create such strong experience in you because power behind these words, not just these words itself. I'll give you one small example. There are some of my disciples, sincere disciples, who use my words to enrich people and manifest Kailasa. When they repeat my words will have the same impact as I am uttering. There are some people, cunning fellows, who try to use my words to build their brand. They will do some courses, classes, spiritual, jik chik, chak chik. Use my words to build their brand. When they utter my words, it will be utter flop. Because behind the words there is powerful, independent intelligence. I wanted to warn all those guys who are trying to make classes by stealing my knowledge and words, and especially those people who go and attend those classes. These words are now, and I tell you, keeping Paramashiva as the witness, when I sat here for the satsang, wearing my Rudrakshas, Basma, getting ready, I did not know these words which I uttered now. These 7 clear understandings, definitions, it just got downloaded and it is manifesting. I only know a powerful golden light sitting on my third eye, which is waiting for me to open my mouth so it can burst out in the form of words. So listen to these words, which are directly from Paramashiva, which can put you in the eternal, permanent completion, Nitya Nirandara completion from now. The first statement, first powerful cognition. The space before the past. Today I am going to make 5 important powerful cognitions. After the initiation is over, all of you try to sit and write in your own hands. Don't try to type. Write in your own hands these 5 powerful cognitions at least 11 times so that it becomes part of you forever. So listen. Space before time, before the past first. Then past itself means time has begun. So the past. Then past entering into the present. Then present itself. Then present evolving as future. Then future itself. Then the space which is going to be after the future. This 7 is called eternity. Nitya. In this 7, only 5 past merging into the present, present evolving as future, and future. This 5 is called Nirantara. This 5 is called Nirantara Tattva, and all the 7 put together is called Nitya Tattva, Nitya Satya. Completion, Purnatva, is Nitya Satya, not just Nirantara Satya. So listen to these statements. All the 7 put together is Nitya, eternity. Just this 5 is Nirantara. Completion, Purnatva, is Nitya Satya, not just Nirantara. If you are working for Nirantara completion, you will be failing. If you understand the completion is Nitya, you will be winning, succeeding, manifesting. Listen, listen. I am repeating. I will repeat because almost all adults operate either from greed, lust hormone, fear hormone, hunger hormone. So if I just utter any powerful cognition only once, many of you may miss it. But if I repeat 3-4 times, nobody will miss it. And I am here to initiate you. I am not like some professor, speaker. One of the guidelines in professional speaking is that don't repeat yourself. People will get bored. But I am not professional speaker, so I will never follow that advice. I am here. I am not even talking to your mind or entertaining you. I am just enlightening you. I actually don't talk to your mind. I talk to somebody else who is sitting inside your mind. Your mind asks me, can you entertain me? I just say, get out. Never. Loose. I am talking to somebody else inside you. So I am repeating. Listen. I am repeating. Space before the time. First, second, past. Third, present. That's the fourth. Then, present itself. Fifth, present, moving into the future, evolving as future, and future itself, and the space after the future. space before the past, past entering into the present, present evolving as future, the future, the space which is going to be after the future. Understand? This seven is each graha. Actually, in astrology, there are only 7 grahas. The time before the past, the space before the past, evolving as the past, is shadow graha, Rahu. The future merging into the space after the future is Ketu, shadow graha. If you have a little listening, you will understand how the Navagraha in Hindu tradition is defined. A space evolving as time and playing this whole game. So, you need to know the difference between these two. All the 7 put together plus 2 shadow space, shadow graha. All the 7 put together is called Nithya. One past entering into the present evolving as future, the future. Only this 5 is called Nirantara. Listen. The next statement is too important. All of you work for the completion based on the idea of Nirantara. You want to be complete in these 5 zones. But understand, completion is actually the principle of 7 zones. All the 7, including these 2 shadow graha. That is what the Ishavasya Upanishad declares. The space before time, pre-time, that was completion. From that completion, time is evolving, means that is also completion. All these plays are completion and entering back into completion, because the whole eternity is completion. Purnamata Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavasishyate. This is the Paramadvaita Satya for completion. This is the Paramadvaita Satya for completion. Ma Priya Premananda is putting the message. This means that any destruction is part of completion. Listen. Understand everything is completion. You will understand there is nothing called destruction. Don't try to put the cart before the horse. Priya Prema, you are trying to put the cart before the horse. No. Listen. Understand everything is completion. Then you will understand there is no destruction. the food you ate becoming energy is not destruction. If you understand, that is the purpose you even eat. Why you eat? Because you want the food to become energy, get digested. Huh? And you say, oh, I put such a nice, tasty, good rasagulla, idli, halwa, dosa inside, but see what comes out. Hey, the purpose of you putting that inside your mouth is that to become energy, and what needs to leave, need to leave. You can't say that it is a destruction happening inside your body. No. Understand, if you look at the angle of Nirantara, you will see creation, sustenance, destruction. Apasmara means throbhava, forgetfulness, delusion, and then liberation. But if you look at from the angle of eternity, Nithya, Purnamata, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevava, Sishyate. Listen, Nirantara is 5, Nitya is 7. Don't bring the 2, Rahu and Ketu here. They are shadows. They do not have an independent, intelligent existence. Of course, they are energies. But they are always dependent. That is why they are described as a part. So now understand, listen clearly. I'm getting a lot of questions about the astrology. Now, I want to give you the complete completion. From that space, I'll give you the knowledge of astrology. First, now come to understand completion. Completion is the principle of eternal, Nithya, not Nirantara. Nithya, not Nirantara. From the angle of Nithya, understand Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevava, Sishyate. What I know as completion, incompletion, of completion, completion entering into incompletion, incompletion becoming completion, all is completion manifesting out of completion and merging back to completion, because even if completion is removed from completion, completion remains as completion. What is removed also is completion. What remains also is completion, because completion only can come from completion and live as completion and go back as completion, and completion exists as completion. Even when the part of completion is removed from completion, even as both parts, they both remain as completion. So listen. What I am initiating all of you now is Paramadvaita. These words are initiation, not ordinary satsang or ordinary discourse. This whole existence is just Ananda Tandava of Paramashiva. See this cosmic dance, Prabanja Tandava. This was described by me personally to one of my disciples, from my third eye to his third eye, and what he saw in his third eye, he drew, and finally he forced me to co-sign as the painter. He said, because you revealed every step, I only held the brush, you painted, and I co-signed as a painter in this Prabanja Tandava, cosmic dance. Now, understand, this whole thing is just this cosmic dance. Purnamada Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Space before the past past merging into the present evolving as future and the future, space beyond and after the future, the space after the future, all these seven put together is called Nithya. All the seven put together is Nithya. Just the five, past entering into the present evolving as future, and future. Just this five is Nirantara. Completion is not the principle restricted to Nirantara. Completion is the principle Satya of Nithya. The first mudra of the dance is this, because starts with Nithya, not Nirantara. Nithya. The 120-degree vision is Nirantara. 360 is Nitya. 360 is Nitya. 120 is Nirantara. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevava Sishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ananda Bharati is messaging, no one is existing to listen. No, I exist to teach, you exist to listen, both of us exist in the completion. No one is existing to listen is Shunyavata. No, that is not the ultimate truth. I exist to teach, you exist to listen eternally in the space of completion. Is the Purnavada, is the Purnatva Satya. When you exist, you exist. When you don't exist, you don't exist. When you exist, you are completion. When you don't exist, you are completion. Whether I exist, I am completion. Whether you exist, you are completion. Whether I don't exist, I am completion. Whether you don't exist, you are completion. When you listen to me, you are in the space of completion. When you don't listen to me, you are in the space of completion. When you understand, you are complete, you are in the space of completion. When you don't understand, you are in the space of completion. You are still in the space of completion. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevava Sishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The space before the past is Shukra, Ashura Guru. The space after the future is Brihaspati, Devaguru. I'll teach the astrology based on this great completion later. Now you listen to the truth of completion, Paramadvaita, and get initiated into completion now. So these 5 statements, understanding about Nitya, understanding about Nirantara. If your completion is focused on Nirantara, you will be struggling, sometimes complete, sometimes incomplete, ups, downs. If you understand completion is the principle centered on Nitya, not Nirantara, you will understand perpetual completion. food is eaten for digestion, digestion can never be branded as destruction. Universe is generated for digestion. So all digestion process should not be branded as destruction. All you need to do is enjoy the cosmic dance in your inner space. Let Nataraja Tandava, Prapancha Tandava happen in your inner space. Let Nataraja Tandava happen in your inner space. Om, 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 Om. Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevava, Sishyate. You don't need to give up any effort you are doing. You just need to know you are already complete and your efforts are completion, and the results going to come out is also completion. Completion, putting the effort to be complete, and completion is going to be the result of this completion's effort to become complete. Action centered on Ananda, not the friction. Action centered on Ananda is Karma Yoga. Action centered on friction is Karma Roga. Action centered on Ananda, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om 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 Om. Sit. You can keep your eyes closed or open. See the Prapancha Tandava, cosmic dance. Ananda Tandava of Paramashiva, Nataraja. In the space of Nitya Purnatva. completion in the space of eternity, not just Nirantara, but in the whole Nitya. Om, 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 Purnamata, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamevavasishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyate. Deal with your own completion, effort to manifest completion, and the completion to be manifested all ferociously. Deal with others' completion and others trying to become complete with compassion. You will see the whole thing is Ananda Tandava. Paramashiva deals with you ferociously, remember, he feels you are him. Because he deals only himself ferociously. Whoever is other is dealt softly. If you decide you are other, you will be dealt softly. If you decide you are me, you will be dealt ferocious. If you decide you are me, I deal you as me, ferociously. If you decide you are the other, you are dealt softly as you want. This is the secret of initiation and training. From completion to completion to completion. Integrated people are dealt with integrity. Hypocritical people are dealt with hypocritical completion. Integrated people are dealt with integrity completion. Hypocritical people are dealt with hypocritical completion. But everything is completion. Paramadvaita Satya. Don't relax. Don't get stressed. Get blissed. Don't relax. Don't get stressed. Get blissed. You can get stressed to get blissed. You can decide to get blissed and manifest relaxation or stress. Anything is okay. Just don't put the cart in front of the horse. Put completion first. This Paramadvaita Satya first. Then all things, what you feel, you think, your questions, let everything follow this Satya. Then questions will have no meaning. Questions will have meaning when you put them before the Satya. They lose the meaning when you put them after the Satya. All questions come when you look at the completion as the principle of Nirantara. All questions become meaningless when you understand the Satya of completion is Tattva of Nitya, not just Nirantara. Purnatva Satya is established on Nitya Tattva, not on Nirantara Tattva. Purna Kala is established on Nitya Tattva, not on Nirantara Tattva. If you are completely new to my satsang, I know these technical words I am using will be new for you. Sorry for that. But this initiation is more for people who are already my disciples, who already heard the definitions of all these technical terms from me. So if you are new, I request you to watch this satsang 2-3 times and then watch few more satsangs where I explain completion, past, present, future, those principles. So you will be able to click and have more deeper understanding. So now, the initiation. Five satyas, which is the essence of today's initiation. Nitya Tattva. That 7 put together is Nitya Tattva. First statement, first initiation. Second, 5 put together is Nirantara Tattva. Second initiation, powerful cognition. Third, Purnatva, completion, is the principle. Purnakala is centered on Nitya Tattva, not on Nirantara Tattva. Listen, let it ring inside your being. Nitya Tattva, that's the first principle. All 7 put together is Nitya Tattva. Just 5 is Nirantara Tattva. Third statement, third powerful cognition. Purna Kala, the dimension of completion, principle of completion, truth of completion, is established on Nitya Tattva, not on Nirantara Tattva. Fourth, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyate. Because the word because need to be clearly understood. Because completion comes out of completion. In spite of you thinking there is some incompletion in the source or in the part, both exist as completion while they were together or when they get removed, or after separated, or when they get merged, or after they get merged, remain as completion. When the timeless space evolves as past, or the past moves into the present, or the present evolves as future, or the future merging into the space beyond the future during the whole remains as the whole, because only the whole can come out of the whole in spite of you thinking or planning or feeling or experiencing. There is a part coming out from the whole. No. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. The fifth statement, fifth powerful cognition, fifth initiation, Prapancha Dandava is Ananda Dandava, because it is established in completion, dancing on completion, as part of completion to merge back into completion. So this five Satya, Satya of Nitya Tattva, Satya of Nirantara Tattva, Purna Kala is established on Nitya Tattva, not just on Nirantara Tattva. Purna Kala is clearly defined with this one powerful mantra, Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And everything is Prapancha Tandava. Prapancha Tandava is Ananda Tandava. Sit with these five truths as initiation. As the living manifestation of Paramashiva, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I initiate all my disciples who declare their integrity to me. All of you who declare your integrity to me and want initiation, I initiate all of you through this internet and inner net. Sit with this Prapancha Dandava. Listen. Your past failure in your integrity does not matter. That is also not a destruction. It's only a digestion. So, you declaring your integrity now is enough to receive initiation. The completion is completion when you are integrated or miss your integrity or get back to integrity or again miss your integrity or get back to integrity. Completion remains as completion. Now, sit with completion. You will experience Prabanja Tandava, Ananda Tandava, and receive the initiation. Om, Om, Om.
திருசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு என்று இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமோடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே இன்மைக்கும் ஈரேழு பிறவிக்கும் துயர் நீக்க விரைந்தோடி வருகின்ற யமயாலும் நடராஜா பயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க அண்டாண்டம் பிண்டாண்டம் அதிலாடிய கூத்தணி நாடலை பார்த்திடவே ஆண்டாண்டு காலமோடு மானிட கூட்டமும் ஏங்கியதே ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் திரை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா மொழியாய் மதி மாறாமல் மனம் போகாமல் விதி சேராமல் உனை பற்றிடுவேன் 64 கலை கட்டிடவே அருள் புரிந்திடையம் அம்பல தரசே அச்சை அல்ல நீ அச்சம் நீக்கவே அண்டம் வந்த என் அம்பலவாணனே நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் திரைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் திரைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி காலமோடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே பயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க
புவனங்கள் பெற்றவளும் நீ கூட்டமெல்லாம் ஆட குஞ்சரமும்